Bought my first house when I was, say, about 19 for $7 grand. I've been hustling, doing everything I can to stack my money, because I always kind of knew I was going to end up working for myself. I ended up buying the second house for like about $5,000. It was a piece of crap. Put about $15,000 into it. I mean, my last. I made a bunch of mistakes on that property. I pushed forward. Finally, I got it completed. Ended up selling that house for $45,000. After realtor fees, closing costs, I ended up getting a check back for about $39,000. And with that $39,000 is when I really started investing in real estate. And that's where the snowball effect started. It's gonna start with one will turn into two, and then you have a guy like me, 15 years later, I am where I am now. You'll get a chance to really see an up close and direct look into how an investor works, hands-on, and how we negotiate with the tenants, homeowners, and so forth. Man, this right here is a mess. It's a deal that, you know, I've never had one this bad. That's all I can say. The property has 2 houses on it. It's sits on almost 4 acres of land. Bought it at the sale auction for about $195. So I should come out pretty good on it.
They walked into a mad-ass situation. As you can see, complete classic hoarder case. People living here, just look around. People living here, overgrown brush, trash everywhere. Just a nasty case of human beings living. But we are, basically, this is the before picture, then we're gonna show you guys the after picture. These people done put a toilet inside the kitchen and it's using the toilet and there's no plumbing hooked up to it. So that's another classic case of ordinance. This is nasty. A toilet in the kitchen. It ain't even hooked up.
The mother were evicted, dead. Dogs everywhere. Dog waste everywhere. And people living in it with their kids.
A lot of things, like I said, people don't see in this business how people are living. The world will be surprised how people are actually living in these times. And those are things that, unfortunately, we have to deal with because we don't want to buy any properties and have to inherit their problems. So that's just, we don't want to, but we see it, and I'm surprised a lot of times how people are able to survive in these type of circumstances. I mean, we're in the United States, and it's like we sometimes in third world countries with the way people live. So, it's just not, those are things that we're going to definitely expose and show the world and let people see that, this business is not all glitter and gold. There's a lot of things that goes into this business. Of course, can you make a bunch of money in this business? Yes, you can. But it ain't just like, it ain't just as easy and fairy tale as a lot of people think it is. Yeah, we had to deal with the constable here, and they working with us. They after 2 hours they charge $100 an hour, so they can't vacate the property until we got all the trash inside the house out here into the curb. And unfortunately, we got to pay them the first 2 hours on is free, and then after that we got to pay $100 an hour, and then tomorrow we're gonna have to pay $100 an hour. So, hopefully my guys can move real quickly to get all this trash out on this curb so we can free them to go and they can release the property up. Because until they release it to us, technically it's still the constable's possession. And then once they leave, then it's our possession. So right now, we're gonna try and get this whole mess cleaned up tomorrow, and so we can free the constables and let them go, and then we can start doing what we need to do to get it ready to sell.
Oh, you're gonna love it.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Just wait and see.
What am I gonna like about it? How junky it is?
It's pure toys.
Huh?
It's pure toys.
Really?
Yes.
Man.
It's pure toys, Michael. There's no this one doesn't smell. Just look at it.
That's an antique.
Yeah.
She left all this type of stuff?
Yes. Look, there's a bunch of them.
Look at this. You gotta comb through it and get the stuff like this out, save it, and everything else is trash.
Yep.
Look, got me an antique Barbie doll. Here we are with this property here in Forest Hill. This property, we just finished it, paid 60 grand for it. We ended up selling it for 118. Put about 10,000 into it, and I'm just gonna walk through and kind of show you ceramic. It looks like wood, but actually it's ceramic tile. I love this product. It's something that you know, hadn't been around very long, but it gives the house a real great look. Yet it's durable, scratch resistant, and so it's a ceramic tile, but it gives off a grayish wood look, which is really in style these days. We made a few changes to the kitchen. We opened it up some. It used to be a little fur down here. We opened it up. We added these lights. Just had your standard chandelier in here, so we did away with that to give it a more modern look with these recessed lights. Put in a tile, pretty nice porcelain tile here on the floor. Put in granite on the cabinets, new cabinets, shaker style cabinets. Really in style these days, the shaker style. We paint them a real gray, modern color, grayish color. Just give it a more fresh, up-to-date look. We went with the white brick pattern backsplash. You know, standard subway tile, stainless steel appliances, gas, oven, microwave. We just want to give a homeowner a sense of pride when they come in here. You know, there's not a lot of properties you can get fixed up to this magnitude for right at 100 grand, 116,000. So we want them to feel happy when they move in, feel comfortable, and be proud of their home. So when we fix, that's what we take in mind when we're fixing these houses up, that we want the homeowner to be very proud and stay in that property for years to come. Here's the laundry room. Nice laundry room, wash and dry connections. You know, like I said, these little properties here, you can pick them up 40, 50, 60,000. Make you know what I'm saying, put 5, 10, 15 in it and still walk away with a $30,000, $40,000 profit. And to me, that's a win. You know, when you can buy a property, make 20, 30,000, I mean, I'll take that every day of the week. So we're gonna just continue to walk through. Bathroom, same thing, granite counters, shaker style cabinets. This is what we refer to as a Dallas white color. Dallas white kind of got a lot of grays and dark taupes, and just a real nice look. Mosaic glass in the tile accent to give it a real nice. We went vertical on the tile just to make it have a real good look, the vertical look. So that's always nice. We're gonna just walk through here. Just some nice, you know, I typically go with this carpet, a Versailles type carpet. Kind of a real, it matches my color schemes that I use in most of my properties. So I've been using that carpet here for about a year. And most time when you get to these houses and you find a color scheme that's really popular, that you're successful with, you want to stick with it. So we'll stick with these color schemes for maybe 6 months to a year. And at some point this color is going to become outdated, or we're going to come with some fresh colors, new tiles, new ceramics, new granite. So we'll update. Right now these colors are working for now, but we're going to stick with them while and keep selling these properties the way we can. This property here, this house here only has a half bath. So in here you only have what we call a pedestal sink, toilet. You know, that's how they made them. This property didn't have a lot of room to work with. It's only like, you know, 1,100 square feet. Otherwise, we would have converted the closet. You know, maybe if it had another closet, a lot of times we'll try and create a shower when we can. But in this house here, that just didn't have the opportunity to do that. That way, when you can add a shower, that just, when you can call it a complete 3-2, that adds a lot more value than a 3, 1.5. So it's still sold and it still is a great bargain. But if we could have added that shower, that possibly could have bought another $5,000, $10,000 to the table. Probably, and it wouldn't have cost us about $1,000 to do it. So that's the reason why we do that when we can.
My name is Clay Hudson. I'm with A&M Investments Realty Group. Mike's real good, easy going. A lot of his properties that I've shown and a couple that I've helped him sell have came back with little to no problems when we get the home inspection done. Issues that do arise, Mike takes care of it. He doesn't want anybody moving into his homes to be in a home that's going to have deficits. So real easy going, good guy, great work on his properties. The rehabs that he does are, up to par. They improve the community and doing exactly what needs to be done to help Fort Worth thrive as a continuing growing city.
Did you get a chance to get everything looked at with your client, make sure all the repairs were done?
Yes, got a chance. We checked that everything is on her amendment.
Okay.
Everything was done as it needed to be done. No issues. She's happy. She walked out smiling.
Good. Yeah. We had, I think the last thing they had to do was get your fire working. I see they got that working.
Yes.
All right. So what time are you guys closing?
We'll be closing at 12:30.
Cool. All right. But yeah, I think I'm gonna close about 1:30.
Oh, out there. Okay.
And we'll get this thing funded and let's keep it moving, baby.
Yes.
All right. When we start out with a property, one of the first things we do is we put this lockbox on our property. That's when we change the locks, locksmiths change the locks, we rekey in the property. First thing goes on is lockbox. Lockbox is so you can have access inside the property. It keeps the keys safe and secure. We have our own special code. All my contractors use it, my real estate agents, that's why we use these to get inside the house. And one of the beautiful things, when you're taking one of these off, that means you about to make some money. All right, here's another one sold, paid somewhere in the neighborhood around 60 grand, sold it for 118. Actually, I had it on the market for 115. Got a little bit more than my asking price. Houses are really in demand, and so it's really truly is a seller market. So, we're blessed to get anytime you get an all cash, over asking price offer is always great. We don't have to go through the lenders and the appraisal process. It's closed within 2 weeks, and those are the type of deals I love, when you can get it straightforward and close it and get it out the way. That's what makes these deals so great, when you can move them and, move them as fast as this one moves. So, another one down. I just want to kind of talk about all the things I did on the outside. We put in little touches you can do to your own property. If you got any investment properties, little quick little things that can enhance a home and make it sell at a real faster pace. Just, little money, $500, $600, $800, $700 landscaping. $600, $700, $800 worth of landscaping, mulch, few flowers, metal edge, that really enhances the beauty of a property. Solar screens, $500, $600 solar screens all the way around the house. Helps with the light bill, enhances the overall look. Luckily for this house, we only had to pressure wash it. We didn't have to paint it. I already had a fresh paint job on it. I already had a fairly new roof on it. So we were, really thankful, in those areas. We just, like I said, we flipped this hood, and that's how we do. We're gonna keep doing it. This is a prime example, and one gone. We got plenty more to go. We're gonna keep moving them, and we're gonna keep making that money. Basically, let me go over here and look at it. And if it, yeah, I'll fix the foundation and I'll do it for 55. You know, we'll have it, sell it for.
Let me call him right now. Tell him 55. We fix the foundation.
Okay.
And then let me tell him that, and then the bottom number on that is maybe 52.
Well, yeah. Tell him, we'll fix the foundation and we'll do 55,000, and then let her come back at between 52 and 53. So I can get the foundation fixed for about 3,000. So I really want to be at about 55. Okay.
I'm gonna call him right now.
All right. Yeah, got this property over here. It's a little cash deal. Paid about $37,000 for it, which is, prices of real estate is, to like California, you would think you can get a lot for 37, but prices here are pretty cheap in comparison to other parts of the country. So yeah, you can buy a property here, a house, a decent house, for 30 in the 30s and 40,000. So that's a common thing to buy, especially in what we refer to as the hood. Another one we got in the hood. Nice house over here in Fort Worth on Al Cannon Street. Fix-upper, definitely a fix-upper. I love fix-uppers because that's the opportunity to make money. When I see a fix-upper, I see dollar signs. I don't see, when I see all this rotten wood and, needing paint, and to me, that gives me leverage to buy the property at a better price and do those things that I can get done with my crews, and increase the value of the property. So, when I see, the house doesn't have the lights on, missing, the electrical has been stolen, the wiring been stolen, the AC unit been stolen, the roof is bad, I see profit. I don't see a problem. I see money. I see opportunity. So I love it when I pull up to a house that I'm about to buy, and the house is all painted real pretty and nice and yard manicured, and I'm getting ready to try and buy this property. That property is probably not gonna be for me because it's probably gonna be out of my price range because I'm not gonna be able to make any money on it. I'm all about making money, and I'm in this business to make money. I'm not in this business to say I bought the prettiest house on the street. I'm in this business to say I bought the ugliest house on the street, or that's the one with the most dollars in it. The ugliest house is gonna have the most profit in it. So this house here, it needs a lot of work. It needs a lot of things done to it, but it's opportunity to make money. So we're gonna walk it, see what all it needs. I bought this house again for $37,000. I'm trying to sell it somewhere between 50 and 55 as is, just to what we refer to as just a real quick flip without doing anything to it. And I might have to maybe go in here and do a few little minor things just to get it sold. Help the future buyer, homeowner along the way, because I can get things done relatively cheap because I've been in the business so long. Yeah, as I walk in here, first thing I notice is the floor, how wavy the floor is. That tells me, what's so good about this, it's a pyramid beam house. So that means we can go up underneath it and lift it up and adjust the rafters and the beams and level it. So pyramid beam houses are gonna always be easier to level and adjust the foundation than a slab house. But I'm seeing it's missing lights and stuff, but overall, once the foundation is fixed in this house will sell with That's the biggest thing gonna be with this house, is getting this floor level. And once I take that problem away, I'll get my 55,000, if not more. If I level the floor and go ahead and fix this house up, and go ahead and say I can get the foundation done for 3,000, then I can put another, say 8,000 into this house, fixing it up. Then this house is worth 85,000. So that, so the more you do to it, the more profit you make. So I get in here, if I don't find someone willing to take this headache and I fix the main headache, which is the foundation, then I'm gonna go ahead and reward myself and fix the whole house and sell it for 85,000 and make that extra, 30,000 profit. Here we go in Rolling Hills, another one. We flipped this hood. I ended up selling this one. It was green when I had it at first. Flipped it to another investor. They ended up working on it, getting it ready. So I ended up paying $37,000. Ended up flipping it to him. I ate off of it, got my slice of the pie, and passed the pie on to him for him to eat a slice. So now he's about to fix it up, and then he'll be able to retail it. So when he retail it, he'll be able to get way more than what he paid me for it. So that's how the game works. You don't have to rehab them all. You can flip some of them, rehab some of them, own and finance some of them. Still some room in this one for me to eat and for him to eat. $37,000, about $2,000 in a little cleanup and demolition. And, so I'm into it for about $39, sell it to him for $54. So somewhere around $15,000 minus taxes or what have you. So walked away with about a check for about $14,000, $15,000. Not a bad day's work. So we got it done. We're gonna keep flipping. We're gonna roll to the next one and keep them moving. We here at a property, end up flipping to some other investors. Again, this was the one we had. This was probably one of the worst cleanouts I've had in ever doing real estate. It was so much junk and trash. We probably went through about at least 10 40-yard dumpsters here. It's dumpster after dumpster after dumpster. My cleanup crew getting into it with the Constable. It was just so much crap, so much going on. So at the end of the day, what I decided to do with this one, these houses over here got a lot of acreage on them. I knew it was gonna be a really good deal when I bought it. Ended up paying somewhere around $195 for it at the auction. Sits on a little over 3 acres of land. Beautiful lot, has a little playhouse on it, has the main house. Ended up flipping it to another investor for somewhere, I think about $230. Bought it as is. I ended up spending on the, you say about 10 of those dumpsters at about $600 a piece. That was about $6,000. My cleanup crew, I ended up giving them probably about another $5,000. So you're talking about probably about $11,000, $12,000 in cleanup. And I paid $195, put about $12,000 in it. That put me right about at $207. I flipped it real quick, 2-week turnaround for $230. Got me, make me, $23,000 on it and keep it moving. One thing I don't do is I don't fall in love with none of these properties. When I see these properties, it's an investment. I'm gonna flip it. So they made me a nice, reasonable offer. I sold it, going down the road to the next one.